You're watching News 15 today, focused on family and the community. I'm Jazmin Thibodeaux. Let's take a look at your top stories. Well, a slew of law enforcement agencies have come together to fight a serious issue of the 21st century, human trafficking. News 15's Carter Thibodeaux has more.
An anti-human trafficking.
A new state law we first told you about last night is expected to expedite infrastructure projects across Lafayette Parish. Act 419 expands on a bill passed in 2009 that allows LCG to gain the necessary right-of-ways to widen Collie Saloon Road between Ambassador and E. Broussard, but it applies across the city and unincorporated parish.
And allows us to use it.
On the crime watch, an Acadia Parish man jailed without bond, accused of fatally shooting his estranged wife in Crowley. Demetric Savoy charged with second-degree murder and violating protective order in the death of Heather Mouton. And a Lafayette man is sentenced to life without the possibility of parole for the 2015 murder of his girlfriend. Miles Guidry receiving the automatic sentence in Louisiana for second-degree murder. He was found guilty 2 weeks ago by a Lafayette jury in the stabbing death of Claire Wally, a UL graduate student. Her body was found in the house the couple shared in Dusson. Guidry was arrested 10 days later in Colorado. And the two teenagers arrested by St. Landry Parish Sheriff's deputies in connection with the death Sunday of 11-year-old Bryla Bell are facing negligent homicide and aggravated kidnapping charges this morning. According to Sheriff Bobby Guidro, 17-year-old John Torres Bryant and 19-year-old Kelvin Monte told investigators they picked up Bell near her home in Lawtell. They claim Bell told them she was 17 years old. The suspects added the girl's mother followed behind them, but Bell refused to get out the car. Guidro says Bryant and Monte later jumped from the vehicle to escape police. That's when Bell took the wheel to flee in the vehicle, leading to the crash that killed her. Bryant and Monte are being held on over $100,000 bonds.
And now,
thanks, Jordan. State News. Governor John Bel Edwards has signed into law one of the nation's strictest abortion bans, making the procedure illegal after 15 weeks. A spokesman says the bill will only take effect if a similar law in Mississippi is upheld in federal court. The law would impose a 2-year sentence on anyone who performs an abortion after 15 weeks, but it would not hold a woman criminally liable. The governor also signing into law Act 504, the state taking steps to ensure the film tax credit extended to movie production companies doesn't go towards pornography. The new law prohibits the state from extending tax credits to any filmmaker subject to federal reporting requirements imposed on pornographic productions. And this story might bug you out. A convenience store in Slidell was overcome with mayflies Tuesday night. Despite their name, mayflies are not actually flies. They're aquatic insects that live just 12 to 24 hours. The bugs are very attracted to light, which may be the reason they flock to the gas station. Mayflies do not bite or sting, but are considered nuisances. And in politics, President Trump heads to Houston today to meet victims from the Santa Fe High School shooting. After a child concerned about gun violence creates emotional moment at the White House. Tracy Potts is in Washington with that, plus today's meeting with a high-level North Korean official. Good morning! You're watching News 15. Focus on family and the community. I'm Jazmin Thibodeaux.
And I'm Jamie.
I really can't breathe with this. Like, I gotta breathe out of my mouth.
We are wearing these because it is Red Nose Day today.
It is.
And then tonight on NBC, there's going to be a night full of specials. And the whole point is to stamp out childhood hunger.
Yes,
so
it's all for a good cause. So get out and get your Red
We're not
Noses.
just clowning around.
Okay, I gotta breathe.
So
No, it's all for a good cause.
Yeah.
And a great morning.
Let's get to your top story. District Attorney Keith Stutes forwarding a potential case to State Attorney General Jeff Landry, saying he'll recuse himself from any prosecution in the matter.
It involves the Lafayette Parish school system potentially facing a criminal investigation.
In a letter from Stutes to that.
Well, a joyful time of year for moms ends in tragedy for some families over the weekend.
State police responded to numerous car crashes this weekend, some ending in fatalities.
News 15's Paulina Butska has the details.
Thanks, Jordan. Your top story in this 6 o'clock hour. With summer vacation right around the corner, most kids are ready for a well-deserved break from the books, and that has some educators concerned.
News 15's Carter Thibodeaux explains.
It's a known fact.
Welcome back. Well, it's Thursday, so you know what that means. Author Allison Bork is here. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, each and every time.
Yes, it's wonderful, wonderful. Every Thursday.
Yes. So, okay, so what's the book today? What's the Kidlit pick of the week?
This week is so exciting because the Kidlit pick of the week is this brand new release called Moon by Allison Oliver. And so like many children, Moon leads a very busy life. She's got school, homework, trumpet lessons, soccer practice, and she does this all over again every single day. So she wonders if it could be different one day and whether she could be free of routine. So she meets a wolf who takes her into this wild forest, and she learns how to be wild. She learns how to howl and do all of these.
That sounds like fun.
Yes, so she comes back a brand new person.
Oh, okay. And I love the illustration.
The illustrations are fantastic. So Allison is not me, but this other
Another Allison.
Wonderful name, but so Allison is the author and the illustrator, and she drew these amazing illustrations, and she's just so phenomenal.
Can we read a little bit?
Sure. It was really hard to choose my favorite page to read because every single page is amazing. So the breeze blew through Moon's hair. The chirping of the insects seemed to grow quiet. The ocean of stars felt not so far away. The forest exhaled, and so did the moon. It was wild.
Oh, I love that.
So she learns from the wolf how to take a break from the normal, everyday, busy going, which we could.
Don't we all need that? Yes. We can all benefit from that, right?
Yes, every day. I'm like, we're so busy. So maybe we need to go out into the forest.
I love the meaning behind all of these children's books. Like, I love it. And I see that you have a giveaway over there.
Oh, we have a great giveaway. So today we have, provided by the author, Allison Oliver, has a signed poster. Isn't this gorgeous?
Yes, I love it.
So
Stay wild.
Part of the giveaway, also the book, and she signed it. And we have a Mix It Up gift certificate.
And of course, that Mix It Up gift certificate goes with what's going to be happening right here. We have Mix It Up in the house, and we're going to be mixing it up and making some of these sweet treats right here, right?
Oh, I'm so excited.
I'm super excited. So for right now, we're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to come back, and you'll find out what we're making. Well, Opelousas was proclaimed the Zydeco capital of the world in the 2000s, but now in 2018, the music is nearly foreign to the city. But why? What happened? I sat down with a few people who witnessed the highs and lows of Zydeco music. The accordion, a key ingredient in Zydeco music, along with the washboard, fiddle, drums, and even bass guitar. It's a French twist on blues and rhythm that people in Southwest Louisiana just can't get enough of.
Man, Zydeco was hot back then. It was everywhere.
We had people from all over the world would come.
Richard's Club was established in 1947 in Lawtell, right outside of Opelousas. Over the next 50 years, it would become a staple in the Zydeco community.
It was a family-oriented affair. Children, everybody could come dance, have a good time. Black, white, everybody was welcome. Everybody enjoyed it.
They saw different generations of families and even musicians grow up in the club.
It was Clifton, Furnace, Doopsy was the hot three at that time. Then it came the second cycle, which was Bojack, Boozoo, John Delafosse. Then the third cycle was Keith, Chris, J. Paul.
And Zydeco Force.
And that's just to name a few. After closing its doors in 2006, the club was later revived under new ownership and a new name, Miller's Zydeco Hall of Fame, but fell victim to arson in 2017. Other popular Zydeco clubs, such as Slim's Waikiki and Frank's, also shut down.
The music has changed. The scenery is different. You know, we really don't have any clubs to go to anymore. I mean, Richard Club was the Grand Ole Opry. That's gone. You know, there'll never be another club to take that place.
Many feel the music in and nearby Opelousas is slowly fading away.
Yeah, I can't say anything about the downside of it because we never experienced a downside. We never experienced what's going on right now, and I really don't know exactly what's going on.
Zydeco musician Chubby Carrier says part of the reason for the change is more options. There are more events happening outside of St. Landry Parish compared to back in the day.
They didn't have any competition with the festivals and the fairs and all the casinos. That's all opening. You had to go somewhere, and those places were the places that offered live entertainment.
Other factors may have contributed as well.
And this generation now don't know, they don't have an appreciation for the artists.
He says an uptick in violence is pushing the crowds away.
They think that they gotta have a gun no matter where they go. And the fun is being taken out of Zydeco because it's always incidents that's following it, which is unfortunate.
Broussard agrees. He even experienced it firsthand.
I'm at the bar, order a beer, the young guy dancing all wild and not paying attention, shirt all open. And so as soon as I go to drink my beer, it's like, you know, he bumped it, it fell. I looked at Tony, we looked at each other, we kind of smiled, I ordered another.
He says after that, the young man continued to bump into him, even attempting to start a fight.
After that happened, I'm like, you know what, I need to stay away from that because these kids have no respect at all.
He says it is a big reason Slim's owner, Tony Gradney, shut down the club. But as for now, while the clubs may be no longer, the Opelousas Museum keeps the memories alive.
We want people to know about Zydeco and Creole music. We have to bring them to the museum. We have to actively bring our children to the museum and explain to them what it is.
While opinions are different on what happened to Zydeco country, there's one thing everyone can agree on.
You wanted to have a good time, you come out to a Zydeco dance. That's where it all was.
Well, today, Zydeco music is still successful in other parts of Southwest Louisiana and beyond. And Zayas adds that because Opelousas is home, the music can always make a comeback in the city. And after the break,